Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name's GBay99. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Today we are continuing off of the gameplay from yesterday. So I don't know how many of you guys know this about my YouTube channel, but it takes about half of a game for me to make a single video. So in some of these videos that you see when I'm going on trips, if I'm like away from my computer for some reason and I can't make a video, then I will make a bunch of videos beforehand and, I'll record 5 videos in one day and release them all while I'm gone. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is because today's video is kind of continuing off of the gameplay from yesterday's because I'm making 2 videos in one day today. I want to try doing this just like on a normal day, so hopefully tomorrow, the day that this is being uploaded, the day you guys are watching this, I will hopefully be able to do something like stream all day without having to worry about getting a video out beforehand. If I do this too much, I might get a little bit confused on all the days and I might be talking about things that don't actually happen yet, or if we're going to be talking about things that are currently happening, this might not be the best thing to do for daily videos, but it might be kind of fun, who knows. Anyway, moving on into today's video. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about positivity. One compliment that I always love hearing from you guys, and something you guys actually say pretty often, is that I'm a pretty positive person. And today I want to talk to you guys about that a little bit because I'm not too sure if I've discussed why it is that I try and be such a positive person in my videos yet, but it is something that I consciously try and work on doing. So back when I was going through high school, especially when I was going through middle school and high school and puberty, and then eventually graduated and then started, going off to, or I was going to go off to college before I quit and decided to do this. One thing that always kind of bothered me about my fellow peers, my fellow teenagers, was everyone was always so negative. It was something that was really it put a bad taste in my mouth. Like a perfect example of what I'm talking about, I was watching a video the other day where it was a video that was like sort of a Vsauce type of video for Super Smash Brothers, where it featured a bunch of things that the Smash Brothers community had created, and the video began with a bit of an intro where the guy said, "People are awesome, Smash Bros is awesome, and when you combine the two, you get a bunch of awesome creations." So, an intro like that. I was watching the video because the guy mentioned Rivals of Ether in it, and I was looking in the comments section and just saw a comment where some guy was like, he quoted the whole "people are awesome" thing, and then he just said, "No, they fucking aren't." Like a classic angsty teenager-y kind of thing to say, but it kind of felt like that's how people view humanity. It feels like that's how people view everything nowadays. Young people like you and me, we always take a look at everything and just see the negative in absolutely everything in life, whether it's like, oh, the state of the country, oh, this country is in such a poor state, I mean, everything is so awful, and, do you watch the news? Just look at all the terrible things going on, or the state of the world, there's ISIS, there's all these terrible human beings all over the world, the state of the school system, or the state of the art community, or the state of the gaming community, or the state of this or that. Like, if things were actually as bad as we describe them sometimes, it feels like the world would kind of be ending. If every country's leader was actually as bad as the opposing political party always says so, then how the hell would anything ever get done? Anyway, this is just really a common kind of stance that a lot of young people seem to have. They seem to just hate everything, and I really don't like it. Ever since I really started getting out into the world a little bit, I mean, one of the greatest things about YouTube for me is it's given me the ability to travel, and traveling has just really opened my eyes up to the way that things actually are. I have traveled all over the place. I have seen a lot of different places. I've seen a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people, and I mean, this is probably just me maybe being a little bit lucky, but in my 21 years now of living on this planet, I've never seen a crime take place outside of, like, loitering. I've never gotten into any sort of giant argument with a person that I didn't already have some sort of affiliation with. Like, I might fight with my parents or girlfriend or friends or whatever, but I've never gotten into any sort of confrontation with another human being. Pretty much every person that I ever really meet or interact with seems pretty friendly, and the only time that I get some sort of dirty look or whatever would be if I do something that's kind of rude, like cut someone off while driving. The more and more I've tried to, like, take an objective look at life, and the more and more I've tried to get out into the world and live my life, the more and more I feel like people are actually really awesome, and people are really good. Life is pretty damn good. It's not as bad as people would have you believe. There certainly are bad people that exist. I mean, you learn about them in school. There are people like Hitler and people like ISIS, and there are actually evil people out there and evil things out there in the world. But for the most part, humanity really is a lot better than people give it credit for, and typically a lot of the things we love to complain about aren't in as bad of a state as we make it out to be. You don't have to be as cheery of a person as myself to like get fulfillment out of life, or to sort of go along with the kinds of things that I'm saying, but I really do hope that my positivity can maybe rub off on some of you guys in some of these videos, because I really do think that life is a lot better than we make it out to be sometimes. And although there are some really, really bad parts of it, I mean, I've experienced plenty of frustrating parts of life, plenty of bad parts, sad parts, this and that. I die all the time and feed in League of Legends. Life really is better than we make it out to be, and going into life with a positive outlook on things will really make it a much more rewarding and fulfilling experience, I think. Anyway, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's video. I will, of course, see you all tomorrow, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.